Hello and welcome to AirgunWeb.com, your home for honest, real-world airgun reviews and information, where we bring you the facts, not fluff. Today we're looking at a PCP airgun that seems to fly a little bit under the radar. For me personally, it's the airgun that most closely resembles shooting my bolt-action firearms. It's the Walther Dominator 1250 from Umarex USA. Our friends at Hawke Sport Optics provided their 4-12x40 AO Panorama EV scope for this review, and it's very impressive. With a floating etched glass illuminated reticle and a 20% increase in your field of view, this scope is great for all varieties of shooting disciplines. Now let's get a good close-up look at the Walther Dominator 1250. The Walther Dominator is a multi-shot bolt-action PCP airgun that's available in 177, 22, and 25 calibers, depending on the model. There are two versions of the Walther Dominator: the Combo, which comes with a Walther scope, muzzle brake, and bipod, and the standard version, which comes with open sights. Our review rifle today is a standard in 177 caliber. I've mounted the Hawke Panorama EV 4-12x40 AO scope. It comes with an illuminated etched glass reticle. The EV feature promises an extra 20% field of view over other scopes. This is an advantage when out in the field tracking game. It has an adjustable objective for focus, which is adjustable down to 15 yards. The clarity of the sight picture in reticle is close to the Sidewinder Tactical for about half the price. The rifle stock is an ambidextrous composite stock that's lightweight and very comfortable. The Walther Dominator utilizes a removable air cylinder that's fillable up to 4,350 psi versus the more standard 3,000 psi. This means, providing you can make use of it, that you can get more shots per fill for those long shooting sessions or hunting trips. The rifle has an 8-shot rotary magazine that's capable of using a wide variety of pellets and can even smoothly cycle the extra heavy and long Yunjin pellets. The Walther Dominator is cocked by working the bolt on the right-hand side of the rifle. With one smooth motion, you cock the gun as well as rotate and load the next pellet. The action is very, very smooth and feels like you're working a finely crafted firearm. There's an automatic safety at the rear of the gun, and you just gotta love those Germans. Even their safety has a safety. You push down on the small lever to allow you to push forward on the safety, which lets you then fire the rifle. The trigger on the Walther Dominator is a 2-stage adjustable trigger that's made of high-grade composite. Don't let that discourage you, however. It's very rugged and does not feel at all cheap. The trigger pull is a little hard at 4 pounds 10 ounces, but it's smooth and predictable with little to no creep in the second stage. Let's go ahead and talk about operation, performance, and accuracy. The Walther Dominator requires high-pressure air to operate. You will need to fill the air cylinder with either an HPA hand pump or scuba tank. Because it can take up to 4,350 psi, you may want to consider a 4,500 psi carbon fiber tank like the Air Venturi tank. It holds up to 88 cubic feet of air at up to 4,500 psi. For this review, I'm using the rifle at 200 bar, which is about 3,000 psi and where most people are going to be set up to use. When purchasing the Dominator, you're going to need to pick up this special adapter. It's right here. Without this, you're going to be hard-pressed to be able to fill your gun. It converts the Dominator fill connector to a standard Foster quick disconnect fitting. This way it's easy to fill from any similarly equipped source. When filling your air cylinders, be sure to follow the manufacturer's directions and observe all the necessary safety precautions. Now let's move on to basic operation. To begin, you're going to need a charged air cylinder and a full magazine. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and install your air cylinder. Okay, now we can go ahead and load our magazine. I've got the bolt open. I've got the magazine release open. Shut this. Close the magazine release. Close the bolt. Now the rifle is basically ready to fire. Let's go ahead and aim this at our intended target. Release the safety and gently squeeze the trigger. To fire again, simply work the bolt. Aim it at your target, release the safety, squeeze the trigger. It's that simple. Let me go ahead and warn you right up front. You're going to get really spoiled shooting the Walther Dominator. It's extremely easy to shoot and easy to shoot accurately. It may not be a match-grade airgun, but it certainly gets the job done consistently. This gun is routinely chosen as the favorite amongst folks that have only ever shot firearms. The action is very familiar, and it's really a perfect fit for maintaining your shooting proficiency. Perhaps one of the best attributes of the Walther Dominator is its ability to reproduce consistent velocities shot after shot. I'm not sure how the Germans designed the valve for the Dominator, but it delivers a consistent velocity until right at the end of its usable pressure range. From 200 bar, I get 3.5 magazines, which is about 28 shots, before I start to see a consistent drop in velocity. On average, the spread is only around 20 feet per second, so your point of impact should remain very consistent right through till you need to top off the cylinder. I found the H&N Baracuda match to be a good overall pellet for this rifle. It's a 10.65 grain dome pellet that averaged 911.7 feet per second across 24 shots. That equals 19.66 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. Its companion pellet, the Baracuda Hunter, was equally accurate and perfect for pest control or small game hunting applications. In the past, I've had issues with scopes that don't maintain their clarity at all ranges. In this case, however, the Panorama EV scope from Hawke was a joy to use, and it provided a crystal clear sight picture for all testing at various ranges from 15 yards out. Accuracy with the Dominator was very good for general target practice or small game hunting out to 50 yards. I've got two groups to show you today. These were shot in a crosswind that made things just a bit unpredictable. The first is at 25 yards and measures .532 inches center to center. The last group is at 50 yards and it measures just over an inch at 1.148 inches center to center. The Walther Dominator has a lot going for it, and frankly, I absolutely love it. However, from a pure airgunner's perspective, the one thing that detracts from this rifle is the nearly 5-pound trigger pull. When you compare this to its kissing cousin, the CO2-powered Hammerli 850, it's pretty stiff. I imagine this is due to the heavy hammer spring, which you need if you want all the power this has to offer. It's really a catch-22. Now with that said, maybe the slightly heavy trigger pull is not all that bad. As I've mentioned several times, this rifle really appeals to folks that are more used to shooting firearms than air guns. If you're looking to maintain your firearm proficiency, then this may be a great option. It will require you to maintain good habits with your hold, trigger control, and follow-through. If you can master the Walther Dominator, you'll be that much better in the field when you go back to shooting your high-powered hunting rifle. I'd like to take a moment and thank the folks at Umarex USA for providing our review product, and of course, Pyramid Air for sponsoring our channel in this review. When you're looking for your next airgun or you're looking to fill your next airgun supply order, please visit www.pyramidair.com or give them a call at 888-262-4867. And please be sure to let them know that you learned about them right here at AirgunWeb. When you're looking for honest, real-world airgun reviews, think AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. I'm Rick Utzler with AirgunWeb.com. Thanks again for watching.